The children love the books. Too bad. I don't remember what he says right after that.
He just goes,
Oh,
kind of sputters a little bit.
That's right. He says something about, like, I run the focus groups, so that's always good to hear. Something like that.
Who cares? Dumb nun.
You both ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to No Bummers. It's a podcast where we talk about whatever we want, and the only rule is
No bummers!
Each week we talk about something that we have been loving this week, as well as each of us has prepared a topic that the other two don't know ahead of time.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Morgan.
And I'm Cade. We haven't people done this week.
It's okay.
I was a little stressed about the cameras.
I'll be your summer sun forever.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Cade had to take over the technical responsibilities, which was very nice of
So you
him.
had to push out any cheeky intro.
Any cheekiness. Out the window. Get ready for a boring one, folks.
I'm sure it's not out the window for long. It's gonna come crawling back on in
The
here.
window's open and it's tied to a rope. So we got it.
It's time to elope. What did you
It's tied to a rope. And it's time to elope.
I was like,
Is it that time already?
that's a weird.
Weird turn of phrase.
Okay. This is a Colorado thing, I guess. It feels like it's been so long, you guys.
I know.
I miss you guys. I mean, we saw each other on Sunday, but
Sweetie boy, we miss you
we
too.
had to hang out with others.
Yeah.
Mixed company. No, we love them too.
Couldn't be our true form.
You live pretty close to your true form, just in a hushed tone.
Just in a quiet whisper that only Jackie got to hear.
Morgan left me by my lonesome.
I was sitting on the couch.
She was too focused on her 8-ball.
That's
Not
true.
the drugs, just the real 8-ball toy.
She has an affinity for 8-balls.
That no one
Which,
knew about.
yeah, no one knew about
And
until
not
we...
even myself, to be fair. Because my mom was even like, that would have been a good stocking stuffer thing. And I was like, didn't even think of that.
Can a girl have too many 8-balls, though, you know?
You know what? Maybe I should just start collecting them. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, people collect weird things like that.
Yeah.
Not weird, that's not the right way to say it.
It is.
No, that's correct.
You heard it from her lips to the camera, folks.
I will get you an 8-ball every holiday.
No, I was really just joking about that. Please don't do that.
Just drown.
It's already in motion.
Like, no, this isn't what I wanted.
Well, I told you no. Accidental.
Get ready.
I'm trying.
Jackie and I are just gonna get 8-ball costumes next time. And
That
we'll
would be
just...
so funny. That would be so funny.
Cade, we'll talk in our private thread.
in our chat.
Yeah. That no one else is in.
We'll take it offline. To use business jargon, we'll take this offline.
So you're ready for that.
What are y'all's hyperfixations? You can go first since you weren't here last week.
Oh, I was just telling Jackie before we started recording that I don't know that I really have one. The only one I can think of for this week is, I started reading this book called House of Leaves, and it's like a spooky book, but it's written in like a really weird way, where like, it almost looks like a textbook, but then it's like it's a textbook about a documentary about a haunted house, and none of it exists for real. And then in the footnotes, there's like another story also about the haunted house. It's crazy.
I heard about it.
I'm sure.
And people have been saying like it's hard to read.
It's very hard to, because you're like reading like the textbook part of it is just as important as the footnotes part of it. So it's like you're reading it and you're like, oh my gosh, where am I even at?
Miss me with that nonsense.
It's really hard, but it's also like really cool. Like the very first page is like, this book is not for you. So
My
it's
dyslexia could never.
I just like thinking about it. Did you guys ever read the book As I Lay Dying in high school?
No.
It's awful. To
be fair, I didn't read
Just
any
kidding.
book in high school.
Miss Woolsey, if you're listening to this, it was a great book and I loved it.
Loved it so much.
No, it was this book about a pioneer family that the matriarch of the family dies, and they are taking her body across the plains, or for at least part of the way, and I don't remember why they didn't just bury her. But each chapter is told from a different person's perspective, and it's horrible. Because it's just, my brain can't handle that much jumping around, I guess, I don't know. And one of the times, the dead woman is the one whose perspective you're seeing things from.
But she's dead.
But she's dead.
She's like, okay, for the 82nd day, I'm just laying in the car.
I see wood planks. That's what I mean.
That sounds
I'm sure
shitty.
yours is much more interesting because it's about a haunted house.
It's a hard read. It's not like a casual read, which is why I think it's like my hyperfixation, because I feel like there's been several parts where I've been like, I have to try that again because my brain was not ready to read that.
That's me when I read pretty much anything. So.
Yeah. Well, it's very interesting, so it's a good
That's
one.
awesome.
Yeah. Thanks.
Not to give me a Cliff Notes summary.
I will, but it will be very difficult.
She was trying to tell me about it on Tuesday, and my eyes were just like
literally
I was
crossed.
falling asleep. I was
glazed
just
over.
like,
She kept rubbing her eyes and going like this and just looking at me, and I was like, "It's okay. I think you should probably just go."
I was falling asleep.
You
on
were
your
so
couch.
sleepy. That's
But
okay.
I do want to hear all about it.
Okay, when I finish it, I'll talk to you guys about it.
Okay. That sounds great.
It'll probably be 8 months from now, and neither of you will remember.
Oh,
That's okay. The book.
The child. You said something about a check.
No, I didn't.
Jackie, what about you?
I really like Thai food this week. Pad Thai, chicken massaman curry.
Thank you.
Where are you going? Where are you hitting?
Well, I went with Evan and Victoria last week to Thai Village, but I also have been to Thai Drift.
Thai Drift is good.
It is so good. I think I like Thai Drift better, I think.
Yeah.
So if we order it on Saturday, let's get it from them.
Okey-doke.
Are they open on Christmas Eve?
Yellow curry and their pineapple curry. Both so good.
I'm scared to try a new curry. I only get massaman my whole life.
But do you like massaman though?
Love it.
Pineapple curry is just more sweet. And yellow is a little more potato-y.
Oh, heck yeah.
Not that it tastes like potatoes, but there's potatoes and stuff in it, and there's not that's the flavor that stands out. In my mind, I guess a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Scotty ate green curry, and it looked beautiful. It's mint green. So
It's not minty though.
it's not minty, but that's
Thank
the
you
color.
for the warning.
If you were expecting mint, you've come to the wrong
This
place.
is not it.
I'm here for the mint curry. No, but I do like that Thai food this week.
Nice.
I'm ready for another
round.
Put her back in, coach.
I'm ready. What about you?
Mine has been Alexandria Daddario.
Who's that?
We talked about her before, and you guys didn't know who she was, and it was fine back then.
The interviewer?
No, I'll show you a picture of her. She's an actress, and when I say that she's been my hyperfixation, I mean I've been watching The White Lotus.
Oh.
Um,
That's been popular on TikTok, but I've never watched it
and
myself.
she is in it, and she's.
Oh, wait. Does she have bright blue eyes?
Yeah.
Was she in the Percy Jackson? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She played Annabelle in Percy Jackson.
Oh, and she's
Yeah.
in the kissing booth?
Yeah.
Not the kissing booth.
No,
The photo booth one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
She still looks exactly so. In
She's-
high school,
yeah.
she was in White Collar, which was my favorite TV show, and still looks exactly the same. Has
Yeah.
not aged a day,
She is.
and I don't quite get it.
She's sold her soul.
She's Lots of creams, lots of moisturizers, I'm sure.
She just sleeps in a
Drinks
bed
a lot
of
of
cream.
water.
Yeah, that's a trick. Us poor people can't do it. So.
Beauty tips from Jackie.
Yes.
If you can afford it,
A tub of cream.
a bed of cream.
Yeah. That'll
That sounds horrible.
cut that out.
But yeah, the White Lotus. It's hard to. It's kind of like your thing where it's like I don't really know how to explain it because it sounds super boring every time I've heard someone explain it, but I can't stop watching it.
I've heard it's really good.
And that's how I feel. Is it's like it's basically just about a bunch of rich people that go to a hotel,
Yeah.
but I can't stop watching it.
Is it like?
Jennifer Coolidge is in it.
Oh, okay.
Is
And
it like
also,
a mystery, a thrill? Like what genre of show
I
is
don't
it?
think it's going to be a thriller. I'm still on season 1. I feel like there's gonna be like drama stuff that happens. I'm like halfway through season 1 and literally nothing has happened.
So it's kind of like a.
Other than that, these teenage girls lost a bag of drugs.
Oh, that's
It's a
and-
shame.
And
no
that's
bueno.
that's like literally it. Everything else is just like rich people problems.
Mm.
But yeah, Connie Britton is also in it. She's the mom from Friday Night Lights. No, nothing.
Didn't
She's
watch
very
that.
pretty as well.
Insert a picture.
But yeah, it's
Okay, you're telling Trent what to do. He's not even here. Cut that. Insert this.
I do it every episode.
Jackie's our artistic director.
I'm like, insert a picture here, and I'm like, and there's nothing. She's like, no. I'm not
There's
inserting.
almost always
No, I
something
won't.
there. When you say insert a picture here, he almost always puts something.
He does, but I think it's funny when he's like, no. Like, you're fine. You're fine without it.
I can't remember if it was like a week or two ago that I was like, can we put the Jeopardy theme in there? And he's like, yeah, I think it's like you don't have to pay royalties on it. And then at the bottom was like, you have to.
You do, in fact, have to pay royalties.
Trying
Hey,
to
royalties.
funny. Behind the cameraman.
Our funny professor.
Anyways.
Why are you calling him a professor?
Because you called him a professor.
I
Do you
did.
not remember? You don't remember calling him the professor?
I have the memory of a goldfish. Yeah.
With a slippery worm that's crawling across the floor.
I wish you wouldn't
Don't
call
talk about
our
it.
professor that. Our professor. Our professor.
Damn it, Morgan! Are we in? So my hyperfixation from 2 weeks ago was Severance. Did I talk about Severance last week with Evan and Victoria?
No.
Which is a show on Apple TV that has Ben Wyatt in it.
Okay.
And when he goes to work every day, he works on this special floor where they put a chip in his brain so that he can't remember what happened in his outside life. And then he does his work, and then he leaves, and when he goes home, he can't remember anything that happened at work. So like he's basically like living these two separate lives.
Oh.
It's a great show. I feel like it's
You have a chip in your brain?
I should hope
Morgan's
so.
got a chip in her brain that she walks through my door and it just wipes everything.
Why did I call him a professor?
You
It
were
was
trying
by
to say
accident.
producer, and then you just said
'Cause it
professor.
was-
That's probably what I don't remember, because my brain takes all the
Because
humiliating
you yelled
things
at me and then you
throws them.
said, I was hoping the professor part wouldn't stay in, and I was like, it won't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Well,
Yeah, me neither.
yeah, I forgot all about it.
Yeah,
Wish you
totally.
would.
Stop bullying my friend, Morgan.
Yeah.
Who I need to stand up for more, because as I watch back these episodes...
It's not me. It's both of us.
No, I'm saying I have a tendency to bully both of you. Morgan, you did miss a lot of Muppet talk while you were gone.
Dang it!
Sorry.
Sorry about it.
The only reason I'm part of this podcast.
I know, it was actually, I'm like, I think that's 3 episodes in a row that we've talked about Muppets, and now 4.
I love them. I don't know what to tell you. This is really far from my face.
I love those big nose guys.
Adam Driver. One of them.
Is he a Muppet?
No, but he does have a big nose.
Adam, if you're listening, it's proportional to your face and the rest of your body.
I think he's got like a square head, and it.
Okay.
It's like just an observation.
No,
I'm not
I just
saying-
What
want to
kind of
hear the
shape
rest
do
of what
I
you
have?
say. What are
No,
you
like
saying?
you know how some people like have a rounded face or like an oval face, or
You're like Adam Driver has a Lego head.
is, I feel like it's just like
Yeah.
straight square. Sorry. Don't key my Jeep as you
Why?
leave.
There's so many rules in this house.
This
I'm
place is
putting
a
it
prison! This place is a prison. Kate, I'm just dying to know what your topic is.
So the question I wanted to ask is, if we were in a zombie apocalypse, because I know I've asked a similar question
Yes,
before.
I
would die.
would
We're
offer
talking
myself
about
up to the zombies, no question asked.
No, and you could build yourself like a zombie fighting team
Oh.
of 3 people,
Oh, 3.
1 alive, 1 dead person that like comes back to life or whatever, and 1
Oh.
fictional person that comes out of like whatever lore they're from to help you survive.
Okay.
Easy. I have them already.
You got him? Okay, you go first. Because I actually don't. Because I just thought of this like 10 minutes before we started recording.
Okay, my person in real life, Nate Stanley.
Oh.
has a lot of
He's a good
guns. He's got a good, smart brain in his skull. I feel like we'd be safe. Harriet Tubman, because she, listen to me, she delivered slaves, she transported so many slaves out of bondage, and no one knew where she was. They called her Moses. She was just so many slaves, hundreds of them.
That's brilliant.
She's very quiet, and like,
Yeah.
and she,
And like a good survivor.
yeah. So Harriet Tubman,
That's an excellent choice.
Nate Stanley, and
Plus, she would have stories for days, I'm sure.
oh, I would love to meet her.
Absolutely.
She's amazing. Anyway, after I watched the Harriet movie, I like on my drive home.
Cynthia Erivo is amazing.
It's such a good. Have you seen it?
Did you know?
I watched it with you.
Wait, in the theater?
Yes.
No. I went with Suzanne Chapel. Did you come with us?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, wasn't it fun? But after that movie,
And Morgan was there.
and Morgan was also there.
Yes,
But after
you
that movie,
remember it fondly.
after I was driving home, and I was like, what am I gonna do that's so cool? Because she's like a baddie, you know? Like, such a badass.
Mhm.
Love her. Anyway, so those two, and then...
Sorry, before we move on from Cynthia Erivo, did you know she's going to be Elphaba in the Wicked movie?
That's exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you would be more pumped about that. Did you know that already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, I wasn't.
Woo! I couldn't even believe it.
Cynthia!
Cynthia!
Alright. You get 5 more seconds of that.
No, I can stop now.
And then I think...
It's only fair.
I don't.
Go
I
on.
don't need to get back at you. Who's the fictional person?
Molly Weasley. Because
Oh.
she's a very feisty, loving person. I feel like
Yeah.
she'd be comforting, but also get stuff done. You know?
And you'd just be like, guess what, Molly? The zombies killed all your children. And she'd be like, what? And just
Uh-huh.
go ballistic.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she'd knit you a sweater.
Yeah.
So you'd never be
And
cold.
made a sweater.
And
Okay.
Harriet.
Yeah. We're gonna be
You
great.
You can't leave Harriet.
No, of course Harriet, but like, and Nate and Harriet and me, all sweaters.
All of you sweaters, it's like zombie patrol.
Mm-hmm. And that's, and she also is magic, so that kind of helps our cause.
Yeah.
We can apparate if we need.
You're
You know
just
what I
like,
mean?
uh-oh, zombies.
Exactly. Is that, like, that's a brilliant idea, no?
It's pretty smart.
Okay, so that's my dream team.
Excellent. Do you have yours ready?
No.
Oh.
But I can just wing it. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's see. Let's hear.
Okay. Is Chuck Norris still alive?
He is, but he's like 80 years old. But you can say Chuck Norris is part. He's still alive,
Okay, Chuck Norris.
right? Isn't he still alive?
I feel like I would
Chuck
heard
Norris,
about it.
if he's still alive. I just feel like he'd be a good helper. We'd probably have like at least one machete that we could use.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty nice of him. I don't really have any other reasons than that, other than like the memes that I saw growing up. That was like.
Other than that, you
Norris.
believe Chuck Norris could do anything.
Yeah.
A firm belief.
Yes.
Really though, all those memes of like,
And
who
like,
is
yeah,
this guy?
Chuck Norris. I don't really know who he is, but he looks like he could do some damage.
He was in that Walker, Texas Ranger, right?
Yeah.
Have you
He
seen that
was
show?
Walker, the Texas Ranger.
Actu-
Titular role.
Yeah. I actually
A
like.
what role?
Titular.
That is shocking.
Um,
What?
I watched Walker, Texas Ranger an ungodly amount when I worked at Turn
Oh.
because one of the clients, she loved it,
Oh.
so we watched like hours of it.
Really?
Yeah, I like it. It's good. Good show.
Pretty cute.
How old was this person?
She was probably.
They're older.
Oh, it's an older group.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, what 13-year-old knows what Walker, Texas?
No,
Ranger-
she was probably 70.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. She
I
loved
was like-
Walker, Texas Ranger.
I mean, not that that's like impossible, but that seems like an interesting choice for like a 13-year-old.
Yeah, she watched that and then Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, fun.
And Pa is a hottie. Am I right?
I've never seen that show.
Look it up.
But I believe
Insert a picture of Pa
I think
right
you would
here.
really like it, actually.
I read some of the books, but I never saw the show.
The show.
You remember when the sister Mary went blind?
Yeah,
I-
that's literally the only thing I remember about that show.
Really? Well,
she goes blind.
she goes blind, like, she gets sick and then becomes blind.
Yeah, she gets
Meningitis or something.
something like that, and it is so severe that it makes her go blind.
Oh
Scarlet
my
fever.
gosh.
Yeah, and I had like a huge fear of that growing up
Yes.
because I was
That's why it's the only part that I remember is because I remember I was like on the lookout for scarlet fever.
You're like, do
Oh.
you have it? Not allowed.
You've
to
got
have
scarlet fever, don't you?
isn't scarlet fever like from strep throat or strep throat?
I don't.
It's
yeah,
something like that.
they're like
I
connected.
have no
Like
idea.
strep can turn into or something.
yeah, if you don't do antibiotics or
it?
anything.
Well, I'm glad
But
I
yeah,
have
her
those
sister
guys.
got blind or went blind.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
But yeah, she watched both of those shows. You would probably like Little House on the Prairie.
I didn't watch it, but my sisters did. My sister Jessica was just telling me that there's is it like an episode? I don't know. Like, are they like short?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a TV series.
Yeah,
they're
so-
like 20-minute episodes.
But it's based
Yeah.
off of a book series.
Yeah, she said she remembers that there was an episode where there was like a ton of like crickets or locusts or something, and that like all the girls were like shaking their skirts out because there was like bugs stuck up in their skirts, and then they moved to Mesa, Arizona, and there just happened to be like a huge bug problem at the time, and she was like, oh, "This is just like Little House on the Prairie."
It's like, Mom,
Oh
no!
my
She's like, "I can't wear skirts. They'll
Oh
get
my
stuck."
The bugs will get in my skirt.
Yeah, she literally was just talking about that. How funny. Yeah,
Did she
so
watch Little House on the Prairie a lot?
yeah, I'm pretty sure she and my sister Danielle watched it, but I'm much younger than them, so we didn't watch. the
I
same
guess that's
stuff.
true. It probably would have been because they're 10 years older than you.
Yeah, Jessica's 11 years older and Danielle's 7 years older.
Yeah, because I think it was on TV in the 80s.
Yeah,
But I only ever saw reruns, and that's like literally the only thing I can remember is the episode where the sister gets
Goes
whatever
blind.
disease it is.
so she's always blind forever. Like
Yeah,
Yeah, she doesn't
she
recover.
was seeing for until she was like 13, and then when she was 13 or something, she went blind.
I'm
but
gonna look it up. Little House on
The
the
actress
Prairie.
that plays Mary is beautiful. All of the whole entire cast is beautiful. paw though is so cute.
I'll have to look him up. That's
I'm
funny.
sure you can find a thirst trap or something of paw on TikTok.
I'm sure there's one for everybody.
Yeah.
It was Scarlet Fever.
There you go.
Brilliant. She went blind from it, yeah. And she had
That
a
was
cane
scary.
too or something.
Because that is terrifying.
Yeah.
That's way scary.
Going blind.
And I remember her struggling, like, going to school and stuff, because she's like, I used to be able to see, like, because, you know.
It would be so hard to have that taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Especially at that time where there wouldn't
Yeah.
be so
You don't
many
have Western
accommodations and
medicine.
stuff.
Yeah.
The ADA compliance wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, anyway. So Chuck Norris.
Oh yeah.
I was
what
sitting
were
here
we
and I was
talking
like,
about?
how did we get to the blind girl on Little House?
Okay, so Chuck Norris, who is alive as far as I'm aware, and then what were the other two things?
A person from the past, so someone who is dead
Uh huh.
now,
Uh huh.
and a fictional person.
Okay. I'm gonna say my dad for the person from the past because he was really good with guns, and I just think that he would be like really have a good head on his shoulders for like survival. He was like way into that kind of stuff. Like we would watch like the doomsday prepper shows and stuff, and he'd be like, "Yeah, that's a great idea." So
I'm building a bunker in the backyard right now.
Seriously, like, we had a basement in our house, and he was like, it's because I want there to be a safe spot, like, space in our house, and we had, like, a big, like a storage room that was, like, kind of more secure in our basement, so, yeah, I feel like he'd be a good one to have around. And then, fictional, does it have to be a human?
No.
Optimus Prime.
Oh.
What? Tell us why, Morgan.
Because I just feel like he could take out a whole bunch of zombies at once, you know?
Probably.
And then they fall in love. And live happily ever after.
If that's the case, then Kylo Ren is the choice.
Kylo Ren would be a good choice.
Yeah.
Too.
No.
You don't think?
No, listen. No.
Why?
Ben Solo would be a good choice. Kylo Ren would probably kill me just for kicks and giggles.
I don't think so. I think Kylo Ren would be a much more, he would be a little bit more chaotic.
Spooky, kind of spooky.
A little more chaotic. But if he was in survival mode, you know that homie is doing whatever it takes
That's
to
true.
survive. So if he was on your
Only
team,
only if he cares that I make it as well. Though.
you're married
That's
to
the
him.
issue.
Does that make you feel better? You're
Yeah.
space
Oh,
married. You're space married. Congrats.
Wow. When did this all happen?
This is moving too quickly for me.
Okay, yeah. Like if he had like an
Sorry,
emotional
Optimus.
yeah,
You're
sorry,
out,
Optimus. But if he had like an emotional attachment to me and cared if I made it, then yes.
No,
If-
I think you can. I'm sorry. You can say Ben Solo. I'm sorry.
Do you know what I mean though?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I think he would be too spooky
Yeah,
as
Kylo.
Kylo Ren. I'd be like, okay, okay, sorry.
Mhm.
No, because mine was Anakin Skywalker.
Okay, that's
But-
kind of fun.
Like beginning of episode 3, Anakin,
Yeah, where he's
So-
like still cool.
where
He has
before he like killed a bunch of
killed
kids
all the younglings and everything.
and did all that other cool
Bad
stuff.
stuff. Choked his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you not?
I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, so
Oh.
she comes to stop him from turning to the dark side, and he's like, I just love you so much, I gotta choke you about it.
And
Pretty
he
much.
does.
That's scary.
She
And then he's like, "Is she alright?" And they're like, "She's dead."
you
Killed her.
choked her too hard.
He killed.
Technically, she
Padme?
died of a
Anakin
broken
killed
heart or
Padme.
whatever.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Because he's like, "Obi-Wan, you turned my true love against me."
No, you
He's like,
did.
And she's like,
Cause-
"Anakin, please stop."
Because he was a bad guy, so she's like, I can't be with a bad
And
guy.
she's like, "I've never been with a baddie."
Yeah. And then so he's like, okay, I'll choke you out.
Well, so he chokes her, and she's like, faints and collapses, and then Obi-Wan and Anakin have their really cool fight.
Didn't Obi-Wan like sneak onto her
Follow
ship
Mr. Barr.
too?
No.
Oh, I thought she didn't know that he was on there. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Were they married?
Anakin and
Padme?
Padme? Uh-huh.
Secretly.
They got married on Naboo.
The cool planet with Jar Jar Binks. He's not the cool part of
I
it.
was like, I'm sure that makes
Jar
sense.
Jar Binks planet, you know?
No, he's not the cool part of the planet.
Me some Morgan.
No, I don't want this to be
We're-
another thing.
Forget Ben Solo.
No. I was saying
Why
that
do you
he's
think
not
that's-
the cool part of it.
Okay, so they got married in Nobu?
Yeah.
Nubu?
Naboo.
Naboo?
Nobu.
I think that's like a fancy,
It's a fancy
restaurant in
I was
California.
saying, isn't that a Japanese restaurant?
I have no
I think
idea.
So.
They just eat there all the time on the Kardashians. But anyway, that's really sad. We'll talk later about
It's pretty
Anakin and
sad.
Padme.
He's one of my all-time favorite characters from literally anything.
He's very interesting.
But he's a bad
Did
guy.
you watch Obi-Wan?
Nope, it's on my list.
No. Gotta get on it.
Really? Because I heard that it wasn't that great.
It's not, but specifically for one scene.
Okay.
There's specifically one, like Andor was definitely better.
Okay, I haven't watched that yet either.
Andor was definitely better, but there's one scene in Obi-Wan Kenobi that's like, I have to take a few minutes.
Really?
It was a hard watch.
Dang, okay. So I can't watch
Mostly
it at work
just because
because
I
I've
like-
already cried at work several times. I can't do it anymore.
They're like, Morgan, please.
I literally
The
just
girls
watched.
here are already unstable enough.
Literally. I just watched like a very sad episode of Game of Thrones, and my coworker was like, "Are you alright?" And I was like, I'm fine. I'm just gonna step out in the hall. Like I'm literally crying, like a baby."
Is this your first time? It's not your first time watching Game of Thrones.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Mhm.
I couldn't remember if you had watched it before.
I read the books that
That's what
are
it is.
out, so like I knew a lot of the things, like a lot of the more surprising things.
Are you getting to the stuff you don't know?
Yes, I'm on the last season. That's why I was crying so hard
'Cause
because
it
I
was
was
stuff
like,
you didn't know.
"Holy, yeah."
That makes
It
more
was
sense.
pretty sad. Okay, so you want Anakin as your...
I think I would choose Anakin or Gandalf the White.
Oh, that's such a good one.
I have a hard time thinking which one would be better.
Is
But I
Gandalf
think-
bad?
No.
Okay,
He's
but
like a really cool wizard from Lord of the
but
Rings.
Anakin's bad.
Anakin turns bad, but also Anakin has like a full circle, becomes good again in the end.
I do remember that.
So
Those are the ones I watched recently. Were 4, 5, and 6, and 1.
why one? Jar Jar Binks.
Well, we were trying to watch all of them.
He revs your engine.
No. For the record.
It's not Morgan we have to worry about, it's you.
Say what you will.
So yeah, one of those two, and just for the sake of knowing that like Gandalf is always good, I would probably choose Gandalf.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Anakin would turn on you.
I don't think I don't know.
You know,
He turned on Padme.
He's
You
gonna-
think he's not going to turn on Cade Larson?
the mother
Absolutely
of his
not.
twins.
Absolutely not.
I'm sure if Anakin got to know me, he'd like me.
I think so. Is that too much to ask?
I'm sure if Al Qaeda got to know me, it would like
I don't like thinking anyone out there. What's that from?
The Office.
Oh, that's
Pam
right.
is like,
She's
I'm
like,
sure
I
if
don't
Al Qaeda got to know me, they would
It's like,
like me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Too soon, Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably Gandalf. Just based on that one criteria. That's like, he's never been a bad guy.
Mhm.
Plus,
He's a good strategist.
he's super smart.
Yeah.
And he's fought like orcs and a Balrog and Urkai
And all those
and like
guys.
what's zombies?
Yeah. What are they? Really?
Like
What are they?
Really, I've been
no, really, please.
Like I'm
tell me.
asking.
like I'm asking.
For a living person, I would probably pick my dad because kind of the same reasons you were saying. That like my dad is super handy with like building things and like thinking of creative uses for different things.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't feel like we would ever be like in a spot where it's like we have a bunch of resources that we don't know how to utilize in a good way. Like I feel like he's very thoughtful in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like also really smart. So I think he would be a great asset to have. The person from the past, I've had a lot of people go through my head. And I think I would want to pick like Vlad the Impaler. Or just like some huge historic
I almost said Attila the
warrior.
Hun. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Someone that it's like they are known for just slaughtering.
Yeah. They're
Because then it's
probably
like
good
my
at it.
dad and I could stay back and like build us a good base that's safe.
Like, okay, Vlad.
Vlad and Gandalf,
And
you
Anakin.
guys
Okay.
get it.
Yeah, Gandalf.
Get out there and get it, you know?
Vlad, you're impaling everybody.
Yeah.
Gandalf,
and
you're
Gandalf's just
doing
like
what you do
shooting bolts of
with your
magic.
wizard staff. I don't know.
And he's got his really sweet sword.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the sword.
So yeah, that's how I would pick.
Nice. Those are good ones.
Anyways, sorry that's a weird question.
No, it's good.
Next week we're gonna ask which 3 people you want to invite to dinner. One dead, one living, and one fiction.
Mine are the same.
Yeah, same
Still the
answers.
same.
I would like to know more about Chuck Norris. Why he's such a badass.
Chuck Norris probably has lots of really cool stuff to tell you.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a bad thing.
I just want to know where that started.
I'm surprised you didn't pick one of the Jewish Boys Choir members.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much these sweet younglings could have helped me.
Sweet summer children would
Benjamin.
know.
I don't think they can help me too much in the zombie
you want
apocalypse.
Benjamin on your zombie team?
I do, but only so that we can protect him.
Only to keep him safe.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Are you okay? I just stuck my thumb in her eye. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I was making...
Now she's blind,
I was
just like
making-
Laura Ingalls' sister.
From the Scarlet Fever. It's me.
You said you wanted to be the Scarlet Witch a couple weeks ago, but really your
Really?
superhero name is Scarlet Fever.
Okay, that was kind of slaps, though.
And you just poke people in the
I'm
eye.
like, ah!
She just goes around double thumbing people's eyes. Her superpower is she makes people blind.
It works. They're like, oh, like, well, how does your power work? I'm like, I just take these 2 thumbs.
Like, are you sure you want me to show you?
I pulled a man with his thumb. That's what he did.
You're so right. All right, I'm going next. Is that what we decided?
Yes.
Okay. Well, since I just got a very sad email from Disneyland that my annual pass is about to expire, and we've all
Heartbreak.
been to Disneyland and we love it so much, I thought it would be
Were you
fun.
an annual pass holder at one point?
Yeah.
This year.
We have all been annual pass holders.
Yeah, we've all been
At
annual
one
pass
point in our
holders.
lives.
You can't buy a new one, but they say you can renew it.
I know.
But you don't want to renew it.
It's just like $600.
No, I know. I'm just asking.
Don't tempt me, because I might.
Yeah, like because then you can still be one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Bob Iger,
don't
when
ask
you
me this
watch
right now.
this, not if, when.
When we
This
know
is-
you want to
This
hear
is
our
our
opinions.
plea to you. Just give us an annual pass. Just
Just give us 3. Just 3.
What is that to you?
3 little annual passes. It's just a drop in the bucket.
Really though.
It is,
I'll
Bob.
spend at least that much on churros.
I promise. I swear.
I promise.
Okay, so my question as 3 annual pass holders, or have been, whatever we are, I want to know
Has been.
what your
I am a has-been.
perfect Disneyland trip looks like.
Ooh.
I will go first. Sorry.
Your hair is stabbing.
Oh, I guess,
I know.
yeah, you go first. Because
Okay.
I'll be able to come up with what it is, but I just want to know, like, what the parameters
Okay.
are.
I'll go first.
And we're talking Disneyland, yeah?
Disneyland.
California Disneyland Resort featuring
Yes, both.
California
both
Adventure.
parks. Yes. So my perfect trip, I would stay at the Grand Californian.
Have you-
So sorry.
She's actually your doctor doing your annual checkup.
I just wanted to
Her
see.
eyes just was like, oh, okay.
I have stayed at the Grand Californian one time, and it
I'm
was
so jealous.
literally glorious. And my mom is the nicest human being on earth to make that happen for me and my family. It was awesome.
so jealous.
I would love to stay there again. It's so nice because you just like walk out of the hotel and you can walk right into the park, and it's beautiful, and the service is amazing, and the rooms are beautiful. Like, it's just awesome. So I'd stay there. I would like to go for Christmas. I think it's really fun to go at Christmas time, and it's so pretty, and there's so much to do. And in my dreams, like perfect vacation, I would go with like a huge group. I think it'd be fun to go with just like a huge group of people, and then like I just do the things that I want to do. So I'd want to go like with my whole family and then like all my friends, and then just kind of like bounce around between the 2 groups. That'd be awesome.
But they can never meet.
They can.
I can meet them.
Morgan's like, family in Disneyland, friends
You
in
guys have to
California
be
Adventure.
separate. No, they
Nobody talk to each other.
They could hang out. I'm just saying. That would be so fun. I'd want to go for 3 days. That's my preference when I go. And I spend 1 day at Disney, and then 1 day in California, and then 1 day at Disney again.
Oh.
Because
okay.
I like to start and end in Disneyland.
Yeah.
And California Adventures is not my favorite park, just because...
She doesn't need one, Bob. Just me and Jackie.
Listen! Let me explain.
No, I'm grading you. And
No.
you. No,
Um,
I feel like there's a major difference in like
Atmosphere.
magic
Yeah.
for sure.
I love California Adventures still, but I like Disneyland better.
Yeah.
And also California Adventures, there's so freaking much walking. Like every time you're like, okay, let's go to this ride, it's like, okay, get ready for your 2-mile walk again. Like,
It's like you
can be
have
hard.
to move in a circle.
Yeah.
you know?
Right. I feel like they could do better. Like there is that one shortcut between like from Cars Land,
Mm-hmm.
but other than that, there's like not a lot of shortcuts to places,
Yeah, it's gotten
which
better.
I feel like Disneyland is full of.
Yeah, it is.
Like there's little tunnels or like little passageways between buildings or whatever here and like everywhere that you can
yeah.
slip through.
Yeah, I have only been at like a handful of times, but I know my way around Disneyland way better than California Adventure, even though California Adventure's like there's not as much to do.
Mm-hmm.
But Disneyland, I'm like, if we just keep on this road, I know we'll hit one of the places I know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I think like it's gotten better since they opened Avengers Campus. Because remember, like
Right.
the
'cause then you
Hollywood
can cut
Studios
through.
area used to be like you would just walk back and go to Tower of Terror, and then you had to walk all the way out,
which was a
to get to
nightmare.
Bugs Land, and it sucked. But now that that's open, that's a little bit better, and there is a cut through Cars Land. But then, like to get to Pixar Pier,
You
you
have to
just
go
know
clear
that you're
out.
gonna hike out, and
Right.
if you, yeah, so that. But yeah, so I would do 2 days in Disney and 1 day in California Adventures. I would watch Fantasmic, and I would eat at Cafe Orleans. That's my favorite restaurant there.
Have you ever done the Blue Bayou?
I did. I need to try it again because I did a long time ago. I was still in high school. and I just didn't like the food.
Mm.
But I've heard that the food is a lot better. Also, when we went, they didn't have like the string lights that they have up above the restaurant, so it was,
just
so dark. We literally
Yeah.
couldn't see our
It used to be
food.
way darker.
Yeah. So I would like to try it again. It's been
Mm.
a long time, but I haven't had it in a long time.
It was really tasty. I mean, it was like a lot of this same type of food you can get at Cafe Orleans, but good.
Awesome. So yeah, that would be like my perfect trip to Disneyland.
Do you want me to go?
I can go.
Wake up.
I would go.
Lunch. Bus. Club.
Another
bus.
club.
Another club.
I will say, like, I do like going early
Mm-hmm.
in the morning. And I probably would go for your birthday again
Oh.
because you love it. But also, like the weather was really good.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
because it was like cooler, and
It's hard to go when it's so hot.
yes. But I love California Adventure, so I'd probably do California Disney California. And yeah, my favorite place to eat. I love the cozy corn. I like the elote you can get from Carsland. So if I could get that, I'd be happy. There's not really anything that I'm like, I have to have it.
Just elote for every meal for 3 days.
Yeah.
Even when you're in Disneyland, you have to run over to get your
She's like,
meals.
I know. But I do like the bao buns too
Mm,
that are by Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
those are good.
That whole area is so nice now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That whole little place behind Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
So nice.
My mom and sisters and I, because we just went, we were talking about how much nicer it is now that they've wrangled the strollers. Do you remember
Yes.
like the middle of Adventureland?
Yes.
like, there's-
that it used
There's
to,
like some like planter places where there's like trees growing up in the middle
right
of
in front of
Adventureland.
Jungle Cruise.
There was just hundreds of
Strollers.
strollers, so it was so hard to walk through the area. And same
It's
with
annoying.
and it's a high
Tomorrowland.
traffic area.
Yeah. Tomorrowland had the same issue where people would park their strollers in the middle and you couldn't walk anywhere.
Right.
So I
It
really
was a
appreciate that.
nightmare.
They
Thanks,
fixed
Bob.
that. Yeah. Thanks, Bob. I'm sure that was you.
It was one of the Bobs.
Yeah.
Iger or Paycheck.
Paycheck.
You would too for a check. Did you say Kercheck?
I did. But I'm thinking of Clayton. Like when he shoots the gun and then he calls it
Clayton.
Clayton, but I said Clayton instead. My bad. But, yeah, I would like to go with friends. I think I've had like the most fun times with like friend trips.
It is wild to go just like with people your age.
I know, and I'm like there's no like I loved going with Lily,
Uh-huh.
but she
It's
like
different
hits a
with
wall.
kids.
Kids,
Yeah.
it is very different.
Yeah, but like when we went with our friends, I was just like, I cannot believe all the friends from Utah are here in California. Like I just
And
it's
just
so
the
fun.
chaos that it is. And that you
Yeah.
can all go for so long too.
Yeah, and like we
And then if people do hit a wall, you can be like, all right, you go back to the hotel. You're an adult, so you can do that.
Take a little rest.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
see you later. Yeah.
Right.
Because there's, I mean, when we went to Disneyland, the last day that we were there, I was like, I will be at the Jolly Holiday, like, for the foreseeable future because my feet really hurt. And then, so Hunter and I just sat there and, like, got a table for...
The best people watching.
Yeah, and, like, so we were able to get a good table for the fireworks, too. But it was so fun. I love going with my friends. I love my friends. But, so I'd probably do that. And then, yeah, 3 days I think is fun. 4 days was really fun, but tiring.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 days I think is a good time. The night of the third day is always sad. You're like,
It literally sucks.
When you're
Yeah.
walking out and like the Main Street music is playing, it's the
Oh my
saddest.
gosh.
it's sad.
It
And it's
sucks.
like, I don't know when I'm gonna be back.
Yeah.
Bye.
It's way easier. Like
if you have another trip.
Yeah, like when my sister and I went, just the two of us in May, we already knew that we were going to go in December. So we're like, okay, we'll see you later. Like, it was so much easier.
Yeah, when we had an annual pass, we're like, we'll be here in 2 months.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
It's horrible. That's why, like, I don't think I could ever get an annual pass again living in Utah, because I found any excuse to go.
We went, like,
literally
6 times.
any excuse.
Yeah.
I don't know if that you still can, but you could check how many days you used your pass, and by the time I finished, I had been in the park 38 days.
That's amazing.
In the year.
I'm like so jealous of that.
Okay, but that means that I was
days.
in Disneyland for literally 1/10 of the year.
That's
Over
what
a
I
month.
want.
I know. It was awesome, and I wouldn't trade it for a thing. But I also probably spent way more money than I should have.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
On-
Disneyland's expensive.
On just like going to Disneyland, because it was like literally any whisper of someone being like,
You're like,
I
huh?
think
What?
we're gonna go to California. I'm like, are you now?
Yeah, you're like, I'll be there when we're leaving.
I'll stow away in your suitcase.
Yeah, because we went in September, and then January, and then March, and then May, and then September. So I went 5 times,
December.
and then you went 5.
Yeah.
Times 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
fun.
Yeah. So fun. But yeah, friend trip, 2 days in California Adventure, because I love, like, the Guardians of the Galaxy ride is my favorite ride ever. And elote, obviously. So
Elote in each hand as the tower's dropping.
that's all I
The
ask.
picture.
As you're dropping, the corn's like flying up into your face.
Yeah,
just going like
it's a
this.
dream. The chili powder.
And
Yeah.
it's like the corn just flies off the stick in your mouth.
Yeah.
Perfect.
My dream.
Okay, that sounds
I
pretty
also
perfect.
love Cars Land too. Like that
It's
Radiator
cute.
Springs Racers is such a cute
It's
ride.
cute. What nighttime show would you want to watch?
I only saw the
Electrical parade.
No, I did see
So
that.
fun.
When we went with like Hunter and Sarah and everyone, it was like the Halloween show on the castle,
Oh yeah.
and I thought that was so cool. Like I had like
The
chills.
projections
Like,
are so neat.
yeah. So I thought that was super cool, and then I saw the backside of
Of water.
water, yes. Of World of Color in California.
Oh, yeah.
Adventure.
Right.
Yeah, so I think those are the only 2 shows I've seen. Or I may have watched one with your mom and you. Did we?
I think maybe we watched the fireworks show.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but
I don't remember either.
Is it still like the celebration fireworks?
I don't know because it was Christmas.
Oh,
themed.
they did a Christmas one.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I just remember the Halloween one because
It
the
was
Halloween
cool.
one's super fun.
well, we like Taylor needed she wanted a jacket because she was
Mm-hmm.
freezing, so we were like running to a store, and then we're like running back, and I'm like looking at the castle, and there's like a huge Oogie Boogie on it, and I was like, that is so cool, like that was awesome. But so I'd want to see more like firework shows because I think I've only seen that one.
The cool thing about the projections is like different spots you see different things. So they do projections on It's a Small World. They do projections on the Matterhorn. They do projections on all the buildings up and down Main Street too.
Mhm.
That's
So it's like
cool.
wherever you're at, you can see stuff.
Yeah,
It's super fun.
yeah, I loved. I was just like, we're like walking, and I'm like, I was just like so excited when I saw it. But anyway, that would be my dream.
So fun.
Yeah.
I would also stay at the Grand Californian. I've never stayed there, and it is my dream. I want to so bad.
It's awesome.
It looks gorgeous.
I think it's like way worth it to do it at least once.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that some people are gonna be like, now it's just a
Okay.
hotel, but it's way cool.
No, because when I went to Disney World in 2019, I stayed at the Pop Century Resort,
Mm-hmm.
which is like a Disney hotel.
Uh-huh.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
And just the fact that like it just felt like I wasn't leaving the parks even when I would leave the park and go back to my hotel.
Yeah.
And
it's
like
cool.
that was so
Yeah.
fun.
That would be
So
fun.
fun.
Yeah,
So I imagine it's a similar thing.
very much so.
So that would be where I would want to stay, even though I've never stayed there before.
Mm-hmm.
But I think 3 to 4 days, and I would do first day in Disney, second day in California Adventure, and then days 3 and 4 as like catch-up days.
Like park hopper days.
Yeah, I always try to plan a catch-up day where it's like, okay, I didn't get to ride like Guardians of the Galaxy, so I want to make sure we go ride that, and
Yeah.
like plan out like what did we miss on the days that we were in each park, and do that. Which when you have a magic key, it's not a big deal.
I learned halfway through that you could use it as a park hopper. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh,
Oh
Taylor and I
no!
didn't know, so we were like,
oh dang.
Taylor's like, I would love to just ride Guardians of the Galaxy, like when we, because she doesn't like the Disneyland park at all. Like I think she likes Rise of the Resistance and then like Indiana Jones, but other than that, she's like, I'd rather,
Really?
because she really likes thrill rides. So like, she was like, I'd rather be on Incredicoaster or Guardians of the Galaxy
or Grizzly River Run.
Yeah, and so we're like, well, we were just like, oh, I wish we could go over there. And then Morgan had said like after that trip, like, oh yeah, like you can just hop over. And I was like,
Probably because Jessica and I did.
yeah, like in May. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we had just gone in May.
Because do you have to do it reservations and stuff? But like,
You
is it
have
after
to-
a certain time of the day or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's after 1. So like if you've reserved at Disneyland, you have to stay there until 1, and then you can switch
to the
over
other
if you
park.
want to.
Yeah.
But
So if I ever get a pass again, I will utilize that more, I think, because I maybe wouldn't want to spend as many days in California Adventure if I knew that
Right.
I could go ride Guardians every day if I wanted to. You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, like every day you start over in California
And, like-
and ride that one ride, and then we're like, okay, time to go
Okay,
back to
bye.
Disneyland.
Rope drop Guardians
Get
of
a
the
low
Galaxy
stop. Okay, get a low take, go on Guardians.
at
and
like
then-
6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm not. Yes.
She's not a wuss, Cade.
I want you to get on my level.
I just don't like corn, so I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
well,
just
you
don't
have to-
appreciate.
you don't have to. You just get a table in the Cozy Cone area, and I'll
get
back.
I'll
be
get
so
a
fast.
churro.
Yes.
The churros at Cozy Cone are good because they have that caramel sauce.
I
Yes,
think I've had one.
they're delicious.
I mean, it's the same churro as everywhere else, but it comes with
They're
a little
so
caramel
good.
sauce. That's really good.
I wonder. Yeah, Hunter loves the churros.
The churros are excellent. Anyways, so like 3 to 4 days, stay at the Grand California. The like must do's for me, I absolutely love the Jungle Cruise.
That's so
I-
funny.
Yeah.
I cannot get enough of it. Like when we went with my family in 2020, like right before the pandemic, I was like, give me all of the children and I will ride the Jungle Cruise. You guys go have fun. And so it's like
so awesome.
just me and the babies riding the Jungle Cruise.
That's so cute. Give me all the children.
I didn't take all of the children, but I took most of them. As far as food goes, I probably would say I would want to eat at either Cafe Orleans or the Blue Bayou, but I also love the fish and chips at the Golden Horseshoe.
My mom likes those too.
They're so freaking
What?
good.
What did you like at what's so
And the
funny?
corn dogs. What are you laughing at, Elote?
No, I wish. No, I'm just laughing when we went to the Golden Horseshoe.
Oh.
I was like a little under the influence.
A little bit tipsy.
Yeah, and Hunter was so sweet to like help corral Taylor and I, and then we went to the Golden Horseshoe, and Hunter was like, "I'm gonna sit at this table by myself." Like he just like needed a minute. And I just
Sat away from us.
it's so funny.
It was
Good for
a s-
him for
No, yeah,
like
he-
setting a boundary.
Well, he
He
gets his
did.
needs met.
He does.
One thing about Hunter,
In like
yeah.
the kindest way. Like he wasn't like, get away from me.
No, he's just like, I'm just gonna sit over here. Like I'll catch up with you guys.
Yeah.
later."
He's like,
And we're
hey, love you guys.
Mhm.
Leave me alone.
Yeah,
For...
he literally had to walk Taylor to the bathroom, so he's like, I'm gonna eat lunch by myself.
It was like
It was
a
so funny.
super stressful day because they had just started the like online pickup orders.
Oh,
And they had closed like all the stores for walk-up orders. So it was either
Right.
you do online or you don't eat.
right.
And we were so frustrated because when we would go online, it would be like, "Oh, you can the pickup window for this place is like 4 hours from now," and we're like,
Right.
"We're starving." So we
Like,
finally
I didn't want food in 4 hours. I want it now.
yeah. So we finally found the golden horseshoe, and
It makes me sad that more people don't just like love that place.
I-
You like it because of the old show.
yeah, I wish they would have a show there. Like
Do they
don't-
not have shows right now?
They only have this piano guy, and he doesn't really interact
Oh.
with the crowd. He only plays like every like once an hour or something. He'll
Oh,
play for
that's
like
dumb.
15 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, because Billy Hill and the Hillbillies was like the best show at Disneyland. And
So
I wish
fun.
they would do something else there, but they haven't.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it
Anyways.
was a stressful day, and Hunter was like, I'm going to go sit at this table by
I
myself.
love that.
He did so
I
well.
love that for him.
He
Yeah.
was, yeah.
He was so helpful.
He took a
that
lot of
trip.
crap that trip, so he can sit at a table all by himself if he wants to.
That day I lost my wallet in front of the castle. And then Hunter was cool, calm, and collected, and it's my favorite thing that he's ever done for me. He's
Very
so nice to
kind.
me when I threw a wrench into the operation. It was very nice. Anyway.
So, what do you like to eat at the Blue Bayou? Just in case I get to go there sometime.
They have Monte Cristos there.
Oh, they have that as well there.
Mhm.
That's what I like at
Stop.
Cafe Orleans.
The
Okay,
Monte
perfect.
Cristo.
Let's go.
Is phenomenal.
Mhm.
Good.
Except I saw that they're making them smaller now.
Much smaller. Because everybody
I don't
warned
know.
us. They were like, don't buy a whole one for yourself.
Yeah.
You won't be able to eat it. And then we got it and we're like, this is like a normal size
Yeah, it's like
sandwich
this
for
big.
sure.
They, I
Our
think that
Hunter
they
was-
shrunk it down because it was like people were not finishing it or
Yeah.
like taking it to go or sharing it between two people. Like,
Yeah.
so I think they're like, okay, we got to get this meat under control.
It's definitely smaller, I think, than I was led to believe it
yeah.
would be.
No, I've seen pictures of it and I'm like, that's not
How it used to be.
that's not my beloved.
It's very good, though. Still very good.
Yeah. Hunter was like, it's like the size of my head, and we got it. We're like,
It seriously used.
Quiet.
It
We're like,
seriously
can we
used
actually
to
order
be-
another one? Or...
yeah.
Yeah, it seriously used to be like the size of 2 full sandwiches.
Dang.
Gigantic.
Miss that. Wish I could have that back.
Yeah.
So you also get the Monte Cristo in Blue
Yeah,
Bayou.
that was what I got the one time that I've been to Blue Bayou. But they have like other stuff. It's just way more expensive.
Yeah. I think that place is just fun for the ambiance at
Yeah.
least. It's cool.
Yeah, it's just cool to like be eating inside Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That's
Is
fun.
it hard to get in like reservations for
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
Like harder than
Oh
Yes.
yeah, then Cafe Orleans.
Yes, it is.
So
It's
I'm
very
like
hard.
we've eaten there like I've been.
I mean,
there
Cafe
3
Orleans
times,
is still not easy,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
but it's
So you have to be on the.
you have to be like
online when
on the day that the reservations go live, or just pray that someone cancels.
Because
Yeah, you're like-
Cafe Orleans like sometimes has a walk-up list, but I've never seen the Blue Bayou have one. I feel like it's always like, nope, full capacity.
Reserved out. Yeah.
Yep.
And then for my show, am I allowed to bring a show back?
Yeah.
Sure.
Paint the Night Parade.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. My best friend this morning, I almost cried because he just sent me the link to the YouTube video for When Can I See You Again?
Oh.
And I was like, you can't just send me stuff like that
That's sweet.
because I love that
Yeah.
parade so much. It was so fun.
Yeah.
And like the floats were so cool, and I don't love the fact that they like sell the interactive stuff, but the interactive stuff for that parade was pretty cool, like the paintbrushes
Yeah.
and like all of that stuff.
Mhm.
They had paintbrushes and like Mickey ears that they would sell that would sync up to the parade. So when like certain floats and stuff would pass, it would like change colors to sync up with the
Oh my
parade.
gosh. Yeah,
And,
that
like-
is- that's why Disney is like gonna be the
Yeah.
best theme park because
Because
They
it's
think of,
so
like,
the
little
details are
details.
so perfect.
Mhm.
yeah.
And I just like my favorite float was the giant Mack truck that they would have that would come through,
Yeah.
and like the dancers at that part so cool.
Yeah.
It's like I would I'm gonna send you both a YouTube
Yeah,
link.
send it to me because I've never.
Because I have missed it so much since they took it away, and the electrical parade is fine, but it's just not. It's not as fun. It's not as exciting.
Yeah, I thought like because we saw the electrical parade, Taylor and I, and we're like, this is cute.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's
But,
fine.
Yeah, like
But
I like when it's like a breathtaking show. Like we even watched one on Disney Plus, and we were like, oh my gosh, like.
Oh,
Just
the
like the-
Illuminations one in
Yeah.
France.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
awesome.
The one
French
that's
one.
it's like
Uh-huh.
projected onto the castle mostly.
yeah, so I'd bring back Paint the Night, Bob. I heard a rumor it might be coming back,
That's cool.
but who knows?
I was laughing about the electrical parade because my sister and I watched it in May when we were there, and we're like sitting on the curb. We're tired, so we just kind of like sat down and chatted for a little bit while we were waiting for the parade. Everybody's like, coming standing around us, and this lady like walks by. Our feet are just kind of like out a little bit, like we don't have them stretched all the way out, and this lady was like, "Feet in, parade's coming," and we're like, "Oh, like it must be coming right now." It didn't come for another like 15 minutes. So we like stretched our feet back out, and the lady like walked by every like 2 minutes and yelled at us about our feet. And my sister is so freaking
Maybe
funny.
the parade couldn't come because
You.
it's like when the
Well,
little
that's-
kids are
we
like
kept,
waiting
like-
up for Santa. It's like Santa can't come until you go to sleep.
We kept like
Can't
looking
come
at
to
our
protect your
phones
feet.
because we're like, is it coming right now? And we'd be like, no, we got freaking another 20 minutes. And then like my sister Jessica is so freaking funny, and so she was like, everybody put your legs in. Like, the parade's coming at 70 miles an hour. You're gonna lose
It's gonna
a leg.
rip your legs right off.
And then it comes by and it's like, it's like so
It's like this slow.
oh my gosh.
It's like, oh, I almost lost my legs there.
I kind of like stuck my leg out so I could take a picture of something, and she was like, Morgan, your leg.
Jessica's so funny.
Oh my gosh. So that's why I was giggling, because that freaking
I
parade.
would love to go to Disneyland with Jessica.
She's so
She
funny.
is a hoot in the holler.
She's so funny.
Finger into your leg.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
the
the
witch told her.
that's what the
Witch
shoot.
doctor, is that what you just said?
What was she called? I don't remember. Oh, it's like the energy work lady at Massage Envy.
A witch.
She was like giving me a massage, and she was like, your legs are really tense. And I was like, yeah, I know. And she's like, it's because you shove all your anger down into them. And I was like, oh, that's where it goes. I always wondered.
Because it doesn't come out.
Not all the time. Sometimes.
So, yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes the legs are full and it's gotta come out of my mouth.
You've never really been.
Captain, we're full down here. Push it out the mouth.
Evacuate!
You're a very nice girl.
Thank you.
She's a very nice girl.
She's got a way longer fuse than I do.
Only
She's a girl who
sometimes.
behaves.
She is.
Do you know what I'm singing?
No.
Do you know what I'm singing?
Yes. What's
I'll
your
give
topic?
you a hint. It's written by Stephen Sondheim. Which probably does not help.
I just remember when Sharpay says,
Yep. High School Musical.
no, listen. But she's like talking to Kelsey, the
Uh-huh.
piano player, and she's like, my little sawed off Sondheim.
Oh.
or whatever.
That's
Like
funny.
she's being mean to her.
Yeah.
She's like, this is the key that we arranged it in. She's just being rude. Anyway.
For a bop to the top.
I think it was,
Was
what,
it-
what I've been looking for.
Ah.
Because they were like, had their hands through the like, ding, 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 ding.
Is it you that's never seen those movies?
I've seen him. I just don't have the steel trap memory that you guys have. So I don't even remember things that I've said that have come
Like
out
3
of
weeks
my
ago.
mouth
Can we please watch the High School
Um,
Musical soon?
After
Or
we
is it-
watched Titanic.
Is it? Have you not watched episode 3? Episode 3? High School Musical 3? Is that?
She said she only saw it once.
Or you only saw it one time?
Yeah.
I think I only saw it once or twice.
I have no.
Yeah, me too.
I have no real memory
Yeah.
of that movie.
Because that was the one they released in theaters, right?
I saw it like 3 times in the theater.
Really?
I was obsessed, but no one could know because I was a little bit old for it. But now that I'm 26, I'm like, everyone's gonna know about it.
over Christmas.
We haven't had it yet.
Sorry, my family had Christmas last week. Over my family Christmas. I just had like a brain cognitive dissonance in real time where I was like,
I watched it. Looks like you got hit in the face.
yeah, because my brain was like, yeah, over Christmas. I was like, Christmas
No.
hasn't happened yet. We had a really cool talk with my parents about what happens when they die.
Oh.
Yeah. My brother's a doctor, and so he's like, I think while we're all together, it would be good to like talk about what you want to have happen. So it was a very good talk.
But yeah, that's a smart
a very
talk.
important thing to have of
Sad
like
talk.
if something were to happen and you were unable to like make decisions for yourselves, like how would you want us to handle that? So
Do they not have that in their will and stuff?
They do, but it was more of just like so everyone was
okay.
aware
On the same
and could
page.
like be okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, because my brother that is a doctor essentially has all medical power of attorney, which good for him because I don't want it.
Go ahead.
It was like because I was like, you will be able to think rationally and logically about it, and the rest of us will just be a mess. So, I mean, I'm sure he'll be sad. Anyways, we're talking about High School Musical. There's this little notebook that's like a High School Musical notebook that for some reason has become like the password book where like all of our passwords are written for things from like over all of the years. So it's like the Xfinity password from when we had Xfinity dish like 10 15 years ago or whatever. And it's like they're all just in this stupid little notebook. And so I pulled it out and I was going through it, and my sister had, I guess, used it as a diary at some point.
Oh no.
Like, what are you doing?
And when she was like 10 maybe, so I was like, can I read this? And she's like, I have no idea what was written in there. And so we spent like 10 minutes of me just like reading out loud these like 10-year-old diary entries from and they were so good. Sorry, it was just in a High School Musical notebook, and that's what prompted that.
Do you guys have old diaries? Like really old ones?
I sure hope not.
Dang, because I do, so I thought that'd be funny if we all brought our old diaries in.
I sure hope that they're all burned in a fire. I have my mission journals.
I have like one from when I was 7.
That's great.
So it's
I do remember that I got one probably around the time I was like 7 or 8. That I think we've talked about the stuff that they used to make that was like the dogs with the huge noses. Excuse me. It was one of those and it had a Dalmatian on it.
Yeah.
The dogs with the huge noses.
It was just called dogs, but like
they made
like
everything
into the
and
nose.
so it would be
I
like
had
focused
dogs
on the
for-
nose, and it would be like a huge nose, and then the rest of the dog would be behind it.
Huh.
Yeah, and I had like
Probably if I saw a picture, I'd...
Yeah.
I'm sure you would recognize it. It was a thing
Yeah.
for a period of
Sure.
time.
I was probably like
I'm sure there was
fourth grade
a
or fifth
person
grade.
in your class that had a bunch of stuff.
Probably.
I heard a dog's birthday. I mean, keychains and stuff on the cake.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, Mom.
What's your topic?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of our youth,
Now that we've already talked about High School Musical for 10 minutes and
I
dogs,
don't know why we were talking about High School Musical.
because we were talking. I said something about song time.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, I want to know what like infomercials like you wanted, like infomercial toys that you
Ready.
wanted so bad. Like if you can remember some of them and then like what they were. I can go first.
Okay.
I wanted a DigiDraw. It was like a plastic like folder thing, but you open it and then there's like 2 little panels that you put in
like
there.
plastic slat things.
Yeah, and then you can put a picture on one of them and then it will reflect down and you can trace it like perfectly. So really wanted a DigiDraw. My mom got me a DigiDraw for Christmas. My mom and my brother and me got DigiDraws.
No way. Congrats.
Yeah, it was super fun. I really wanted Floam. Like, just that Floam commercial slaps. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to cover everything in Floam.
Yeah.
And then I think...
Did you ever feel it? Did you ever feel real Floam?
Yeah. I loved
didn't
it.
like it.
You didn't like it.
Mm-mm.
They eventually started selling it at Walmart, and I was like, my Floam dreams are coming true. And I bought like a bright yellow container, and it dried out really fast. But I did like the feeling of it when I had it. The diary, like it was like a password diary. And you had to like say something into it.
Your secret code or whatever.
Your secret code, and then it would unlock it. Did I write anything in it? No. But I did want it so bad because I was like, it's voice controlled. Like, that's awesome.
It's the future.
Yeah, indeed. I'm trying to think what other ones. There was these like little texter things, and I had them there. You could get them at Walmart for like $20, and there were 2 of them, and you'd give one to your bestie, and then it was like a walkie-talkie but texting. Do you know
I think I remember those.
Yeah, and so if they were on and you were on, you could send little messages over. So I just some neighbor girl had the other one, and I was like,
I was gonna say the range was not far.
But so you'd have to give it to someone in your neighborhood.
Yeah, like
but,
you're someone who lived in your house.
I'm like Eric, but it was like
LOL.
It was like light pink, I remember, and then like the screen around it was like bedazzled. I'll see if I can find a picture and send it to Trent, and please put it here. But yeah,
just here,
right here, very teeny tiny. But yeah, those are the few that I was like, I need those.
Yeah, I thought of 2 like almost immediately. Zoo books. Couldn't get enough of them.
That was gonna be one of mine.
Could not get enough of them.
Sorry,
I want to know everything about a badger.
I gotta.
Will I ever use it? No, I probably won't. But like, I gotta know. You know, because I think we talked about this already. But I wanted to be a veterinarian when I was like a little kid, and so that's why I was like, I have to get a jump start on my studies.
Yeah, like what if someone brings a badger in and I don't know
or
anything?
a giraffe.
I look like an idiot, you know.
Yeah. And I think animals are just so interesting.
They are.
So yeah, zoo books was like the first one that came to my mind. The second one, I don't ever really remember like wanting it, but it was everywhere, and it was fushigi.
Oh yeah, that like.
Do you guys remember fushigi?
Ball thing?
Yeah, that they'd be like, and the ball would just be like floating everywhere.
Yeah, I wanted a fushigi too.
Yeah, and I don't remember ever being like, I have to have fushigi.
But you just remember.
But I just remember that so vividly of them being like the kid on the grass, and he's like doing fushigi, and everyone was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looked cool. I'm pretty sure it came out as a scam, but
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure like anyone I talked to that actually got it, they were like, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
because they made it seem like it was like
floating,
but it is literally just a metal ball in plastic that you have to like manipulate with your own hands, but it's hard to do because Anyway, fushigi, come at me because it wasn't good.
Wasn't real.
Yeah, I think either Eric had one or one of our neighbor friends had
fushigi.
Yeah, and we're like, this sucks. Like,
this is not cool.
Yeah, didn't work.
But yeah, I also remember when Floam started to come out, and like that was a big thing. But those were the two one that I remember the most, and the other one that I like desperately wanted.
Did you ever get any zoo books? Nice.
But I would get them from the book fair.
Uh-huh.
Like we didn't order them off the TV.
Yeah.
Because for some reason that felt like it was a thing that only rich people did.
Yes.
Yeah.
But really
and
it was
I don't
like,
know why.
but I don't know why. Because I don't know that was the case.
I don't think that was the case.
My mom never ordered it off the our DigiDraw. She's like, I just saw them at Target. And
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is like I'm sure the zoo books at the book fair were the same price. as the zoo books on the TV.
I
Like
remember thinking like you can get so many zoo books for $20. Like
exactly that,
I was
and I
like-
think that was what it was. It was like in my brain, I was like, "Are you freaking kidding
This
me?
is steal.
yeah, no, really.
Why are
though.
we not doing this?"
Yeah, you're like, and you could learn so many things about all of those
Yeah.
animals for $20, and then you
Exactly.
don't even need to go to vet
Then
school.
who needs to go to vet school? Because I
Yeah.
already know everything. I've got my shelf of zoo books that I can pull out as a resource at any time.
Yeah,
You're
I
so
think when
right.
I was a kid, I thought that that's just kind of like hung out with animals all day. And that was why I was like, that's the dream job.
yeah. You're looking more at like a zookeeper.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Like I wanted to be Steve Irwin when I was a kid, I think, more
Yeah.
than a vet.
Like a doctor for animals. Yeah, that's funny.
What about you, Mo?
Zoobucks was one of mine. Floam was one of mine as well. Also the Betty Crocker bacon fill. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We have the same brain.
Yeah, I was like 7, but I was like, I gotta have one of those.
You're like,
The soccer kid.
I am
Yes.
preparing now for
Yeah.
my domestic womanhood.
And I would like tell my mom like we need this, and she was like, we really don't. That's
You're like,
really a good
Mom,
idea.
what if
but-
I need a soccer cake?
Yeah, I'll never be
What
able
will
to
I
make a
do?
soccer cake without this Betty Crocker bacon filled
Well,
situation.
seriously though, like I
Mhm.
was like, you cannot. It's like the dome cake.
How are you supposed to do that?
I'm like,
Yeah.
Mom, you can put ice cream in it.
I know. Exactly.
Like literally.
And the commercial was just like it made it look so yummy.
So
I was
easy
like,
and yummy and
yeah, and I remember
Which I'm sure it would not be
No.
if you actually.
Yeah, like
I'm
it
sure it'd be
probably-
hella hard and you'd never be able to make one.
I'm surprised. Yeah,
I never saw one of those in real life. I never ever saw somebody have a Betty Crocker bacon fill.
No,
So-
I've never had.
If you did, please write in.
Yeah. Oh, please, please
please.
comment down
Uh-huh.
below.
I'll be looking on Amazon after the episode.
I was actually just about to say like we might need to check eBay and try it
Yeah.
out. Do like a short little clip of us
That'll be on our Patreon.
trying the bacon.
Yeah, but I remember like, and they're like even baked Alaska, and they caught the cake on fire.
Oh my
Do you
gosh.
remember that?
Mhm.
And I was like, "What is that cake, Mom?" She's like, "I don't know. Like,
It's delicious.
is it?
Uh-huh.
It's
Do you
very
really
good.
catch
It's
it on
so
fire?
hard
Yes,
to
you
make
do.
though.
What is it?"
My sister, for her birthday like 2 years ago, I make everyone in my family a cake for their birthday.
Mhm.
And I have yet to come across a challenge as difficult as this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like, I want baked Alaska. And I was like, excuse me? I'm sorry? She's like, yeah, can you do that? And I was like, I can sure try.
Mhm.
And it was fine.
You caught it on fire.
Well, yeah, you don't catch it on fire. It's you cook the meringue, but you do it with fire, yeah.
Yes, you catch it on fire.
Okay.
But it's not like you like light it and then have to blow it out. You just like
Yeah,
make the meringue crispy.
Toasty.
it's delicious.
Okay.
But
I
it's
got
like cake and then a shell of ice cream and then a shell of meringue.
Mm-hmm.
that
so it's
sounds
like-
good. Your sister's smart for asking for that.
And I was like, where have you had baked Alaska? And she's like, I've never had it. It
I
just
saw it on
sounds
the Betty Crocker bacon commercial.
not that, because she definitely, I'm sure, has never seen that commercial because she's 10 years younger than me.
Oh, it's your like, baby.
My
sister.
baby sister. And so it's like fat chance she has seen the Betty Crocker bacon fill commercial.
Yeah, where'd she hear about that then?
Baked Alaska. It's like a dessert, a famous dessert.
I know,
And
but
she
I've
she
never-
was just like, I've
Never
just like heard of it. It sounds really good. I'm like, oh, you've just heard of it. You've just heard of like the most difficult dessert to
She's
make.
like, please,
Please.
and you did it.
Yeah.
Good
I'll see if I can
boy.
find a picture of it. I'm sure there's a picture somewhere.
I just have never been at a restaurant and they're like where you could order baked Alaska. That's why I'm like, where did she hear about it?
The
Yeah.
only place I've ever had it was on a cruise.
I was gonna say a cruise ship is the only place I've ever eaten it.
That was like their big
Somewhere else.
dessert that they were like, "Woo, it's baked Alaska night." And they like had everybody like swing their napkins around, which was a bad idea considering the fact that they were walking around with flaming cake.
They're like, "Da-da-da-da-da."
It's
Whoever
like,
catches their napkin on fire gets the biggest piece.
gets to sue the cruise line. So yeah, the Betty Crocker bacon film, and then hit clips, which I did eventually get one. Do you guys know what those are?
I absolutely know what hit clips
Okay.
are because
You never
did I
know.
have some? Yeah. Did I have the little boombox?
Yes.
Absolutely, I did.
Yes.
Do you know what they are though?
Morgan showed me some of hers.
Yeah.
You
It
have
was
them
like
still,
you would
right?
have a little
No, I don't have
boombox
them
or
still.
like this little baby CD player,
Uh-huh.
portable CD player. People are probably have no idea what that means, but
yeah.
you have a boombox and you'd slide in like this little
It was like a little
square
plastic
square that had a chip on it. Which, looking back, it's so wild that this was a thing, and
That
it
was
would
a
play like
pretty good-
90 seconds of
yeah.
a song. It wouldn't even play a full song,
But you could collect a lot of
but you would have
Yeah.
them, and you would like clip them onto a keychain. So you'd have like this keychain full of like all these little plastic squares that was like, I want it that way, and you'd plug it in and hit the little button on your boombox.
You would
For
like
90 seconds, you'd rock out
yeah.
to a very grainy sounding.
It was like a very early iPhone.
That's great.
And it was like, I don't know about when you had them, but like at my school, because you would buy them in like a 3-pack, and then you would have like these 3 different like songs and stuff. So people would like trade them for songs that they liked
Right.
and stuff, and it was really fun. And it was like you would try to hide it from the teachers, kind of like people did with iPods and stuff. Like you'd have like, you know, the earbud
Up
like
your
all the way up
sleeve,
your
and you're like-
sleeve, and you're like, yeah, I can
Hitting play every 90 seconds to listen to the same 90 seconds of I want it
and
that
your
way.
teacher just hears like, I'm a survivor.
It was like, is someone listening to Destiny's Child?
No,
Like it's really bad quality audio,
it was bad, but I
but
was a hope for those.
technological marvel at the time. At the time, it was like, this is the coolest thing.
I'm like, Mom, it's a little tiny box
Mom,
and
it's a
it
hit
plays
clip.
songs. And she's like, all right, calm
It's like,
down.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I already got you a Tamagotchi.
I love my
Shut up.
Tamagotchi.
I asked for one for Christmas. I hope I get one.
For this year? Do they
Yeah.
still make Tamagotchis?
I found them on Amazon. I asked for one.
How much are they?
They're only like $14. I can't buy one until after I have my Christmas though, because my mom would be so sad.
If she got you one. then-
Yeah.
If she got you one, and I mean,
Really, I'd be fine with more than one, but she would be sad, so I have to wait.
it's like that. Did you guys watch Schitt's Creek?
Mhm.
Yeah.
When David's like, I left you alone with 3 adult Tamagotchis and you killed them all. It's like, do you know how hard it is to kill 3 adult Tamagotchis?
Oh my gosh. I loved Tamagotchi. I had like a little pink one, and it had like ice cream cones like printed on it. And, like,
Yeah.
a little yellow like antenna, but it had like a star.
Yeah.
Ooh, mine was so cute.
They
And
have
then-
all sorts on
I need to
Amazon.
buy one. What am I doing with my life?
We should all get them.
Not caring for a Tamagotchi,
I know.
clearly.
Can you imagine the next time we record, we're all just like, sorry, my Tamagotchi's
Sorry, I
really
gotta feed my
hungry."
Tamagotchi.
They're like,
My
what year is
Tamagotchi.
this?
Yeah. And Eric had like a blue camo, like it was like blue camo. on his.
Cute.
And you could like, they could play.
Yeah,
Like you could hold them close to each
Yeah.
because they
other.
had that little like barcode
Red
thing
thing,
on
yeah.
the top.
That's
Yeah.
right. Dang.
I want to buy a Tamagotchi.
Sounds like we're all getting Tamagotchis.
That's fun.
Anyways, thanks for watching. We hope you had a great time as we talked about nothing for 1.5 hours. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and rate and subscribe if you're on Spotify or Apple Music. Thanks for coming.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.